Morning, teachers. Yes.
Yes. Oh, good morning,
Yesterday
Joe.
I wake up late.
Oh, yes, it's okay. So, it's been a week. We didn't able to do class.
Yes.
Yes, so our last lesson was on Thursday, last Thursday, and
Yes.
today is Thursday. Yes, it's been 1 week.
Yes.
Okay. So we will just have our makeup class maybe next week if you have free time.
Yes.
All right. So, how are you? Yo, how are you today?
Yes. I'm fine, teacher.
Okay. So, how was the weather in your country today? Is it okay?
Yes. It's very nice.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay. So, in our country, every night raining,
Yeah.
but
Oh.
in on the morning it's very hot.
Oh.
Yes, that's the weather every day. Okay. So, are you done eating breakfast?
No.
Not yet. Ah. So you will just eat your breakfast in the office or after
Sometimes
this?
I eat breakfast, but sometimes I don't eat breakfast.
Oh, most of the men are just like that. They will not eat breakfast, only coffee.
Yeah.
All right, so are you ready, yo?
Yes.
Okay, so let's continue our lesson on Unit 7, Development. And we end up on this page last time, vocabulary.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will continue. This time, let's learn some structures about modal verb. Okay, so modal verb. Are you familiar with this? Using
Yeah.
modal verb, the can, could, must, should, had, better, have to, or will. And there's a lot of modal verb. Okay, let's read the definition and how to use modal verb first.
Yes. A modal verb is a style of verb that is used to uh, indicate a modality, that
All right,
is uh, livelihood, ability,
likely. Yes.
permission, request. Modal verb always accompany the by infinitive from another verbs having semantic content. In
Yes.
English, the modal verbs uh, commonly used are can, could, must, should, have better, have to, and sometimes needs or dare.
Yes. So those are some examples of modal verb, and it is used likelihood for ability, permission, and for request. Okay, and it's always accompany with the base or the infinitive form of the verb. Okay, so let's see what's the use of each modal verb and examples. Okay, the use of must. We use must for um, strong obligations,
Yeah,
okay, or
yeah.
logical conclusion or certainty. Okay, can you read examples of how to use musts?
we I
Example
must
here,
yeah.
you must. Okay,
You must stop when the traffic light turn red.
okay,
He must be right times. He's been working all day long.
yeah. So that is a strong obligation, right?
Yeah,
Yes. Okay. You must, like, for example, you must work every day to feed your family.
yeah.
Okay. Must not. Must not is for prohibition. Yes. So that is the opposite of must. So must is a strong obligation. So that's opposite of a strong obligation is to prohibit, prohibition. Okay, example.
You must not smoke in the hospital.
Yes. Okay, yes. And now let's proceed to can. How to use can? Can is for,
Uh, ability,
yeah. Next.
permission, permission,
And
possibility.
yes, okay. Example. Ability.
I can swim.
Yes, that is your ability that you can swim.
Yeah.
Permission.
Can you use your phone, please?
Yes, if you are asking permission. So that is an example. You will use can. And possibility.
Smoking can cause cancer.
Yes, so that is the possible effect if you will smoke. So it can cause cancer. Okay. Could. What's the use of could?
Could use for ability in the past. Uh, police permissions, possibility.
Yes, polite permission. Oh, it's the same of the can, could. Can and could is the same, but could is more polite than can. Okay, can you read all the examples?
When I was younger, I could run fast.
Oh,
Excuse me, could I just say something?
okay.
I could, it's good rain tomorrow.
Yes. So could is more polite than can. Okay, may.
Place for permissions, possibility, probably.
Probability. Yes. You will
Prob-
use may for probability. Okay, examples.
Um, may I use the phone, please?
Mhm.
It's may rain tomorrow.
Magrabe sa gama. Uy. All right, might.
Uh, polite permissions, possibility, probability.
Yes. Okay. Example.
Uh, may I suggest an idea? I might go on holiday to Australia next year.
All right. So may and might is the same with can and could, right?
Yeah.
So might is more polite than may. Okay. Need not.
Uh, like up necessity,
Yes.
uh,
Or
absence of obligation.
yes, lack of necessity or absence of obligation. Okay. So example.
I need not buy tomatoes. There are plenty of tomatoes in the fridge.
Yes, it's lack of necessity. It's not really important, right? Need
Yeah,
not. For example, I need not to buy a car because I have already my old one.
yeah.
Okay. So how about should or ought to? Oh,
Uh,
50% obligation. How about for 50% obligation for yes, it's should ought to.
um, I searched how to see a doctor. I have a terrible headache.
Yes. So I should or I ought to see a doctor. You can use should, you can use ought to. I have a terrible headache. So it's just 50% obligation. So 50, it's depend on you, right?
Yeah.
50%. Okay. Advice.
Right. You should out to revise your lessons.
Yes, you can say you should revise your lessons or you ought to revise your lessons. Okay. How about logical conclusion?
Logical conclusion. He should out to be very tired. He has been working all day long.
Yes, you are concluded that maybe he he is very tired because he's been working all day long. So that is logical conclusion. Okay. How
Yeah.
about had better?
Advice. You should better revise your lessons.
Okay. So had better is used for advice. Like for example, if you will say you'd better revise your lesson or you had better revise your lessons. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's try to use some modal verbs on this exercise. So let's choose the appropriate modal forms to complete the following statements about the Brazilian rainforest. Okay, number one is the example. Can you read number one?
Yes. According to someone, a calculation, 16% of the forest area may already have been destroyed.
Okay, yes. So you use may.
Yes.
All right, number two.
Greenpeace have suggested that things be possible to reduce deforestation tradition from agri, uh,
Agriculture. Ag
agriculture from promote.
are promoted. Yes. Greenpeace have suggested that it blank be possible to reduce deforestation if traditional forms of agriculture are
It
promoted.
must be.
It must be possible? No, because it's a suggestion.
Oh,
Suggested that
might be.
might. Yes, because must is obligation, yeah, right?
Yeah.
So on the sentence, they said that have suggested. So you will use might. It might be possible to reduce deforestation. Okay, number three,
Mary plants
fishes.
species are currently being studied in the hope that they can provide source for nutrients.
Yes. So they studied in the hope that they should provide, they would provide, or they will provide.
They will,
They will?
yes,
Yes, it's a future
yeah.
that they will provide sources for new drugs. Okay, number four.
Some international organizations are campaigning for the extension of reserve. This brings save was 30% of the forest from industry.
Yes, this must safeguard, this might safeguard, or this would safeguard 30% of the forest from industry.
This must
Must? Is it is it an obligation?
I think so.
Okay, some international organizations are campaigning for the extension of reserves. Okay, so this, what? This would, right? This would safeguard 30% of the forest from industry. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Number 5.
Some experts, some experts point out that many forestry workers live from day to day and thus they plan do anything to obtain enough money to eat.
Yes. I think it's an obligation this time that they,
There is
some-
must to
yes, they must do anything to obtain enough money to eat. So that is a strong obligation, right?
yeah.
They must work for them to feed themselves. Okay. So number 6.
Logging companies pay a liter at $15 to buy tree. That's buying the was several thousand if
Sold.
they was sold on the international markets.
Yes. Is it that could be, that will be, that can be?
That's could be.
Yes. Or can be. You can use can or could, but could is more polite than saying that that could be worth several thousand if they were sold on the international markets. Okay, number 7.
Uh, some landowners are not concerned about the laws because they know that they blind have to pay the fine that are sometimes imposed.
Yeah, so they won't have to pay, they might not to pay, or they shouldn't. Some landowners are not concerned about the law because they know that they won't,
They
might not, or
might
shouldn't.
they might have to pay.
Might not, yes. So they might not have to pay the fines that are sometimes imposed. Yes, so they are not sure. Okay, so this time, yo, let's learn some cause and effect. Okay, so are you familiar with cause and effect?
Yes.
Okay, so when talking about the consequences of events and situations, it is useful to explain the reasons why we think something happened or will happen in the future. Okay, now look at the following examples. Okay, let's read the examples of cause and effect. Let's find where is the effect and where is the cause of this sentence. Number 1, can you read?
Um, Building the terminal will learn to uh, mass, massive environmental damage.
Yes. So where is the effect and where is the cause of this sentence? Building the terminal, massive environmental damage. The cost will be? What is the cause? Oh, cause and effect. So when you build the terminal, that is the cause. So the effect will massive environmental damage, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So if you build the terminal, that is the cause, and the effect will be having massive international damage. Okay, next sentence. Can you read the next sentence? The
Uh,
IDB.
the IDP put up the uh, $75 million plan due to lobbying by environment environmentalists.
Yes, so IDB put off the $75 million loan due to lobbying by environmentalists. Okay, can you tell me what is the cause and what is the effect on this sentence?
Uh, the ITB put up the $75 million is the cost.
Mm-hmm. Is it the cause or it's the effect of lobbying by environmentalists? Okay, because you use due to. So this will be the effect, and the cause is lobbying by the environmentalists. So because of that, the IDB put off the $75 million loan, right? Yes. So this is the cause and this is the effect. Okay, the third sentence.
Uh, a demonstration would result in loss of publicity.
Okay, can you tell me where is the cause and where is the effect? The use of result in.
The cause is demonstration.
Yes. And the effect will be the lots of
Publicity.
publicity. Yes. Okay. Next sentence. Can you read?
Shop will be increased as a result of
Created.
created as a result of investment.
Yes. So jobs will be created as a result of the inward investment. Okay. So how about this time? Where is the cost and where is the effect? The use of
Uh,
a result
the
of.
code is job create.
Is it the result? The job will be created
Yeah.
because of. So job will be
Ah,
created is the effect, right?
yes, yes, I know.
Yes, okay. Inward investment. Because of the inward investments, so the effect will be the job will be created. Okay, next
Yeah.
sentence.
The population, the
Pol-
population
No, it's pollution.
pollutions.
Yes.
The pollution was caused by a factory filter of the river.
Yes. Okay, how about this time? Where is the cost and where is the effect?
God is A factory further up the rivers.
Yes. And the effect is the
The
pollution
pollution.
because you use this close by. So the effect first and the cause next. Okay, so let's try to find the cause and effect of this audio. Okay, let's listen the short dialogues. What are people talking about? Which phrases they use to show cause and effect?
Yes.
Okay.
Unit 5. Listening 2. Page 47. 1.
Hi, Andre, it's Shirley here. Have you got a second?
Sure. How can I help?
I was wondering if you'd received any news about those new orders that we were expecting for next month.
Well, in fact, I just got confirmation from Brazil this morning. They now say they want 200 units by the end of the month. That's 50 more than we were expecting.
200? Wow, that's not going to be easy. It'll mean that we'll have to put production staff onto extra time and maybe even subcontract some of the work.
2.
Hey, David, I don't seem to be able to connect to the network. Do you have any idea what's going on?
Yeah, I just called the IT department to find out, and they told me the entire computer network will be down for the rest of the day.
Did they tell you what the problem was?
Apparently, there's a virus attack going on, and it's caused the whole system to close down automatically. They say it will be several hours before they can fix it.
Oh, it couldn't happen at a worse time for me. I'm supposed to send my monthly report out today.
Okay. Do you want to listen again?
Yes.
Okay.
Unit 5. Listening 2. Page 47. 1.
Hi, Andre, it's Shirley here. Have you got a second?
Sure. How can I help?
I was wondering if you'd received any news about those new orders that we were expecting for next month.
Well, in fact, I just got confirmation from Brazil this morning. They now say they want 200 units by the end of the month. That's 50 more than we were expecting.
200? Wow, that's not going to be easy. It'll mean that we'll have to put production staff onto extra time and maybe even subcontract some of the work.
2.
Hey, David, I don't seem to be able to connect to the network. Do you have any idea what's going on?
Yeah, I just called the IT department to find out, and they told me the entire computer network will be down for the rest of the day.
Did they tell you what the problem was?
Apparently, there's a virus attack going on, and it's caused the whole system to close down automatically. They say it will be several hours before they can fix it.
Oh, it couldn't happen at a worse time for me. I'm supposed to send my monthly report out today.
All right. Can you tell me what is the effect and the cause of those dialogues? The first one. So what's their problem? What's the subject of the dial of those conversation? What's their problem?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
you
don't
didn't
know.
understand?
Can you help me?
You didn't you didn't understand the the
You don't.
audio, the
Yeah.
dialogue?
I don't understand.
Okay. So they are having the woman said they're having problem with their orders, right?
Yeah.
Yes. What is the effect of that? It might, she said, it might what?
I think she missed contact with her owner.
Yes. Okay. Do you want to listen again extract 1 first?
Yeah.
Okay, let's listen again the first dialogue, the first conversation.
Unit 5. Listening 2. Page 47. 1.
Hi, Andre, it's Shirley here. Have you got a second?
Sure. How can I help?
I was wondering if you'd received any news about those new orders that we were expecting for next month.
Well,
Yes.
in fact, I just got confirmation from Brazil this morning. They now say they want 200 units by the end of the month. That's 50 more than we were expecting.
200? Wow, that's not going to be easy. It'll mean that we'll have to put production staff onto extra time and maybe even subcontract some of the work.
2.
Okay, so again, what is their problem on this conversation? The woman worried about the order, right?
Yeah.
Yes, she's asking to the man if or his her colleague if he received some information about their orders. Okay, and what is the effect? What is the consequence of their problem? It might what? So they have customer who order 200 pieces, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, if their order will not be arrived, so it can cause the effect will be they would lost their customer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's listen conversation 2.
Hey, David, I don't seem to be able to connect to the network. Do you have any idea what's going on?
Yeah, I just called the IT department to find out, and they told me the entire computer network will be down for the rest of the day.
Did they tell you what the problem was?
Apparently, there's a virus attack going on, and it's caused the whole system to close down automatically. They say it will be several hours before they can fix it.
Oh, it couldn't happen at a worse time for me. I'm supposed to send my monthly report out today.
Okay, it's very easy. So what's the problem of this conversation?
I think she lost her internet connections, and she asked him to have.
Yes. So they have no internet connection because of the virus. So that's the subject. There is a virus in their connection, right?
Yeah.
So what is the effect? They cannot do their
Uh,
responsibilities, right?
she can send the reports.
Yes. They cannot send reports and do their works because they don't have internet connections. Okay, it's very easy. So this time let's practice speaking skills. Read the following descriptions of possible scenarios. What do you think the consequences of each of these scenarios will and would be? So discuss your answer. Okay, let's read 1 to 6 and can you tell me the consequence in each problem? Okay, the number 1. Number 1,
Uh, on the debt of developing country is cancelled.
Yes. So what happened? What is the consequence? Can you tell what is the consequence of this problem if all the debt of developing countries is cancelled? Can you guess or can you make an effect of this problem?
Effects on the debt of developing country is cancelled.
Yes. What will happen? Maybe what? It might. Okay. Can you tell what's the consequence of this problem? If all the developing countries, the debt of developing countries is being cancelled, so what will happen? And that will be the effect.
Um, Maybe it's have as a developing countries develop.
Yes, so they could what? So it might solve their problems.
Yeah.
They don't have debt anymore, so they can continue develop um their business, right? Or because they don't have debt anymore, right?
Yeah.
Debt anymore. Yes. Okay. How about number two? Number two.
Economically, a global temperature continue to rise. Continue to rise.
Yes. So what will happen if global temperature continue to rise? What will be the effect?
Uh, Maybe it can destroy the us.
Yes, it can destroy people, it can destroy the nature, right?
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of living things will be affected, like fishes in the oceans. Okay,
Yeah.
how about number three?
Economically developed country fail to reduce pollution level.
Yes, what will happen if economically developed countries fail to reduce pollution levels? So, as we have known that pollution is one of the economic problem, the problem. So, what will happen if they fail to reduce it? What will be the consequence of this problem, yo?
Um,
Number 3, can you answer number 3, please? Economically developed countries fail to reduce pollution levels. So maybe it will be affect to their what? Economic condition. It can damage more to our nature or to the ozone layer, right?
yeah,
Yes.
it's
Okay.
make many has storm.
Yes. Okay. How about number 4? Read
Petroleum
number 4.
rise uh 500%.
Yes. What will happen if it will be rise as big as this? 500%.
I think it's very high price.
Yeah. So what will happen? What will be the effect of this problem?
Uh, maybe it's can make the world.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So if the petroleum will rise, so maybe all of the other goods, the price of other goods will be rise too, right?
Yeah,
Yes. And maybe some of people they won't no longer they will longer buy buy new car because petroleum is very um
high.
yes. Okay, number 5.
The cities of the world continue to attract more and more people.
Yes. What is the effect if the cities of the world continue to attract more and more people? So what will happen if most of the people wants to live in the cities? So what will happen to the countryside or yes.
The cities of the world continue.
Yes, so cities will become crowded, right? Cities will become crowded and I think less people will live on the countryside, right?
Yeah,
Yes, few people you can will only live to the countryside, and cities will become crowded.
yeah.
Yes. How about number 6, the last one?
Uh, the marine resources of the planet are not pro- protected.
Yes, so the marine resources of the planet are not protected. Oh, so it's very important to protect the marine resources. So what will happen if it is not protected?
I think it's very bad for environment.
Yes. So it's just like global temperature. If the global temperature is continue to rise,
Yes,
yes, and it's the same with when marine resources of the planet are not protected. Okay. Oh, we are done of Unit 7. So do you have any questions about this lesson's yo development?
no,
Do
I
you
don't
have
know.
any questions? No?
Yes.
Okay, so let's proceed to our next topic. It's all about marketing.
How many units in A2?
Oh, it's until Unit 24.
Uh,
Yes, it's all, yeah, Unit 24, and we are on Unit 8, marketing. Okay, marketing. Yes, it's very important in business.
yes,
So what is the use of marketing in your company? What's their job? Marketing department.
yes. I have a marketing department.
Yes. So what's the responsibility? They do what?
If I if they find some project to do,
Yes. So they do the advertisement, right? For the yes, for the project. They would find any clients.
yeah.
All right. So now let's read the quote of the day, yo.
Um, Chris content is the best sales tool in the world.
Yeah. So can you explain the quote? Great content is the best sales tool in the world. Yeah. So as we know that the marketing department is who are responsible of doing the advertisement of the product, right?
Yes,
Yes. Okay. Now, if they have a good advertisement, so maybe what? The company will have a best sales, right?
yeah,
Yes, they are the tools. So marketing department, they are the tools in a company to have the best sales, right?
yeah,
Okay. So in this lesson, the objective is to learn words related to marketing and brand. Yes. Okay. But in your company, uh, there's no content like this, right? Because you are in a construction firm, so you all you have to do is to find a project, right?
yeah,
Yes, no need to introduce product. You will find project for or building, okay?
yeah,
New building to construct, okay? So structure, comparatives, and superlatives. Oh, so have you remember this? Comparative and superlative? The use of this grammar? Comparative, Like for example, if I will say, Yo is more fluent in English than teacher. Okay, that is comparative, right? You will use more or you will add ER to the word, right?
Yeah.
So when you say superlative, simply you will add EST to the word to make that superlative. Or you will add most, the word most. Okay, like for example, if I will say, Mr. Yo is the most intelligent person in the company. Okay?
Maybe.
Yes. So superlative, that is superlative. The use of most. Okay. So discussion, what are the important factors in marketing? Okay, so why is branding important in marketing and what factors can affect the popularity of the brand? Okay, so look at the title here. Do you know the words? What can you relate the phrase to marketing? Okay, another quote or another phrase, seducing the masses.
Yes.
Yes, seduce. Do you know the word seduce? Seduce means to attract the masses. Masses here are the customers. How do you attract the customers? Okay, can you explain this phrase, yo? What does it mean, seducing the masses?
Um, since
Masses, seducing.
I think is means to tell everybody follow.
You have to what?
To tell everybody follows.
Yes. Or if you have a product in your company, like for example, milk. So it depends upon your advertisement, right? On how your advertisement will attract the customer to buy the milk, right?
Yeah.
Yes, so that is how to seduce the masses, how to attract your the customer to your product, that they will choose your product instead of buying this product, other products, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So I think seducing the masses is the advertisement is very important. Okay. So I think we will just stop until here. The various activities of word power. Look at the keynotes. Here are about the marketing. Can you explain some terms below? Okay. So we will just continue this topic on Tuesday.
Yes.
Yeah, so I will not hold you longer because I know you have work today. So um we will continue our lesson on Tuesday, yo. to see you
Yes,
again on Tuesday. Yes? Okay, so bye.
yes. Bye, teacher.
Yes, bye bye.